What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Big Fight Field channel where we speak the truth, we're honest, give our takes on the Philadelphia 76ers, and your Sixers pull out the win tonight at the Wells Fargo Center, 125 to 114 over the New York Knicks. And I am just going to flat out tell you guys right now that yes, I'm happy with the win, but my job here is to keep it real and tell you the truth about everything that I talk about. So right now I'm going to tell you the truth. All these people, all these Sixers fans that are on social media saying we have a series now that it's 2-1 and Philly got one win, they are just getting overexcited for no reason. There's no reason to be overexcited over one win. If they win on Sunday, then yes, we have a series going back to New York. I will feel the excitement again in this series if they go back to New York tied at 2. They needed to get the win tonight. I'm glad they did. I'm still pissed about Monday. The series should be 2-1 Philadelphia. And I'm going to keep bringing that up because they got screwed. Let's just be blatantly honest. They got screwed on Monday night, and you should still be mad at that they got screwed by the officials on Monday night. But as far as tonight goes, they got it done. And they got it done in the third quarter. They were fantastic in the third quarter. This third quarter might have been the best quarter of Sixers basketball that I've watched all season. Joel Embiid was playing like a MVP. And this is all with the knee. He's got that knee injury. And if you guys realized, he's got an eye injury. And I noticed this from game 2. And I didn't talk about it last time because I was so fired up about what the officials did with the 76ers. I wanted to curse out the officials. I wanted to curse out the team for losing that game on Monday night. But if you guys didn't realize that he couldn't blink with one of his eyes. I don't know which one it is. I think it's his left. He couldn't blink with his left eye. So, and when he's like scrunching his face, one side is scrunched up and the other is not. And I literally just started pressing the record button, and Woj came out with something very interesting that I'm going to read to you right now. He tweeted this out. This is at my time of recording, 8 minutes ago. He said, Sixers star Joel Embiid has been treated with a mild case of Bell's palsy for the past week. The condition began during the play-in victory over Miami, but he has wanted to keep it private to avoid distractions for his team. Woj then goes on to say, there had been some speculation about why he had been wearing sunglasses and whether there was an issue with his eyes, but that was related to the Bell's palsy, which impacts facial muscles in one half of the face. Embiid had 50 points in Game 3's victory over the New York Knicks. The dude's a warrior. I don't understand. How you guys can not respect the warrior that Joel is. I mean, to go out there and have a face problem right before the playoffs, and then to come out tonight and drop 50, not only does that talk about the type of warrior that he is, that he wants to be out there, but the type of leader that he has become, that he wants to be out there for his team. And for that, I'm proud of Joel. I really am. And tonight, I'm proud of the team. Let's talk. Let's get into this game. The Sixers 125-114. Obviously, the biggest reason why they won this game was the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, not the fourth quarter, the third quarter. And I'm going to go to my game chart here, and I'm going to go to the third quarter. Okay. The Sixers literally could not miss in the third quarter. And they made an extremely, a big chunk amount of three-pointers in the third quarter. I'm going to count to you how many threes they made in this quarter. You got one from Tyrese. You got another one from Tyrese, so he had two. Joel made a three-pointer. Joel made another three-pointer. Joel made three three-pointers. Kyle Lowry made a three-pointer. That is six right there. And then Kelly Oubre made a three. That's seven. Cameron Payne, 8. And Joel Embiid, 9. Joel Embiid had 4 3-pointers in the third quarter. The 76ers had 9 three-pointers in the third quarter. And that was the biggest difference in the game. Because the New York Knicks, they scored 27 points in the third quarter. And the Philadelphia 76ers scored 27 points based off shooting threes, and they scored 16 points making 2-point shots. So obviously the biggest reason why they won the game was because of the third quarter performance. And if Joel is consistently making those 3-pointers that he made tonight, man, we're going to be cooking. We are going to be cooking because I can't remember at what point in the game it was. I think it was the fourth quarter, but Jalen Brunson was all up in Joel's face, and Joel just drains a 3-pointer right in front of him. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you serious, man? Holy shit. That was unbelievable. That 3-pointer by Joel was unbelievable. So that is the biggest reason why the 76ers won this game tonight. I do want to talk about the defense a little bit because Jalen Brunson, going into this game, had made 15 shots. Jalen Brunson was ice cold going into this game. Eventually, Jalen Brunson was going to heat up. Usually, players do not stay cold throughout the entire series. So Jalen Brunson had a really good game. Of course, he's flopping like a fish all over the place. He got himself to the free throw line 12 times tonight. But he had a very good game. He had 39 points and 13 rebounds. And if the star player on the team is going to go off, then you better hope that the role players don't make as much contributions as they have in the first 2 games. OG Anunoby, those 2 3-pointers scared the crap out of me when it was a 14-point game and they made it into an 8-point game in a matter of seconds. That was scary. Josh Hart had 20, but outside of that, Knick role players really didn't do much. Isaiah Hartenstein was in foul trouble mostly the entire night. That hook shot is it's disgusting. I hate Isaiah Hartenstein so much, man. Just his face, the way he runs, it's frustrating. It is frustrating watching Isaiah Hartenstein playing basketball. It really is. But Outside of Hart and OG, I really didn't think they got much contributions from the role players. The bench didn't really do much tonight for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson was banged up, which is pretty big because they had to go to Precious Achiuwa at the end of the game when he was banged up, and Hartenstein was in foul trouble. Bogdanovich was bad tonight. They really didn't get much contribution from the role players. The 76ers did. Yes, Joel had 50, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, which was gigantic. Huge. Tyrese Maxey had 25, 4, and 7. Good game for him. But Kyle Lowry made plays at the end of the game. Kelly Oubre had 15 points, which I'm happy with. If he could get more, I would love that. But I'm happy with that. And Nick Nurse. I'm so happy about the decisions that Nick Nurse made. Once again, Tobias Harris was giving you nothing in this game. And Nick Batum wasn't giving you stuff either on offense. But you went with Nick Batum at the end of the game like you did last week against the Miami Heat. But that's not what I'm proud of the most about Nick Nurse tonight. They needed a spark off the bench. And they got it from Cameron Payne. Hallelujah! Cam Payne is finally playing because Buddy Hield has not offered this team jack shit. Buddy Hield, in the first 2 games, he's unplayable. He is unplayable right now, and the Sixers are not getting their money's worth in their investment for Buddy Hield. I think it's safe to say that trade with the Indiana Pacers for Buddy Hield was terrible. A terrible trade. So they needed a spark off the bench, and they got it from Cameron Payne. The man is not afraid to shoot the basketball. And that's what I love about Cameron Payne. He's not afraid to pull up behind the 3-point line. And if it goes in, that's phenomenal. If it doesn't go in, we'll live with it. But the man is not afraid to shoot the basketball, and that's what I love about him. He got Buddy Hield's minutes tonight, and, he contributed to this win. Cam Payne was a reason why the Sixers won tonight. He might have only gotten 11 points off the bench, but he gave us a spark that Buddy Hield was not giving us. Tonight, Cam Payne played 15 minutes off the bench. Buddy Hield played 3. It needs to stay that way. It does. So, now we got game 4. And this is the biggest game of the 76ers season. And the reason I was not as excited and nervous for this game tonight was because of what happened on Monday. And yes, I'm still pissed on what happened Monday. But guess what? If you win again on Sunday afternoon, you're going back to Madison Square Garden doing what you needed to accomplish. And what you needed to accomplish is tying this series up at 2-2. Sunday is the biggest game of the season. Sunday, I'm excited. Sunday, I'm going to be nervous as hell. Very nervous for this game. I still think there needs to be some adjustments. I think that they can't be doing stupid shit like they did in the beginning of the game, Joel. That foul on Mitchell Robinson was dumb. Very dumb. We're still having trouble rebounding the basketball. That last possession before halftime was terrible. Offensive rebound after offensive rebound after offensive rebound for the New York Knicks. And they got a bucket from Hartenstein, I think it was. And then we need to make adjustments to defense because we need to find a way to shut down Jalen Brunson again because Jalen Brunson cannot go off the way he did. But like I said, if he's going to go off and score 30, 40 points, you need to make sure that the role players aren't doing anything for the Knicks. So, people were building up their emotions for this game, and I wasn't getting ahead of that because this is what matters. This is what it's all going to come down to. It's going to come down to this game. You can either go back to New York tied 2-2, and this series becomes a best of 3, or you lose on Sunday and your season's basically over and you're walking into Madison Square Garden down 3-1 in an elimination game. So we'll see what happens. But I'll be back on here Sunday to break it all down, talk about Game 4, thinking about doing a Miami Dolphins draft video too. By the way, Pittsburgh Steelers, unbelievable. Takes Troy Fautanu right before us, and then Chris Greer goes and takes an edge rusher with the first round. Chop Robinson from Penn State. And if I got to be honest with you, I'm not thrilled. I'm not really thrilled about it. I would have loved an offensive lineman. I'm hoping we get one on day 2 of the draft. Am I going to make a video? I don't know, man. I've been recording for 6 days in a row now. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, tonight. I probably need a little break, I think. So, yeah, I need a break. We'll be back on Sunday to talk Game 4 of the Knicks and Sixers. But that's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Big Fight Field channel. Be sure to subscribe. We've got so much content here on the Big Fight Field channel. We are going to talk Sixers basketball, hopefully for a long time. I don't think it's going to be able for a long time, though. I still think they're going to lose this series, unfortunately. That's my head talking, not my heart. But we're going to be talking Sixers as long as they're in the playoffs. We got Backlash coming up next week, so that's exciting. Comment down below your thoughts on the game. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from me, and follow me on Twitter, Conlon_Joseph. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Stay safe, and as always, stay classy and go Sixers. I'm out. Peace!